Hello and welcome back to the Soundstage, sponsored by QXO at the Florida show. My name's Heidi Ellsworth, and we're doing interviews all day long with exhibitors and contractors. We just had the FRSA future president here, and we are really talking about what's going on so you know and you don't miss a single thing. And right now, I have to tell you, it's really fun. I'm excited to introduce Brad from AkzoNobel to talk about what's happening with them and color and metal and
Yeah,
all of this. So,
absolutely.
welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Heidi. It's great to be here. We love the coffee shop.
Oh, we love you guys. It is so, and we're so happy to have you here. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Absolutely. My name's Brad Shreve. I'm the segment lead for our coil and extrusion business unit. I've been with AkzoNobel for almost 10 years.
Wow.
I came on board actually for our weathering program to
Ooh,
run
okay.
that, and as the analytical lab manager, I have about 28 years of research and development experience with polymers, adhesives, paints, and coatings.
That is so
Yeah,
cool. But you always think when you're growing up, what am I going to do when I grow up?
yeah, yeah. I was going to be a chef,
You're going to be
so
a chef.
and I've never been a chef.
Well, but it kind of goes together. Polymers,
Exactly.
mixing the
Yes, I
recipes,
do.
getting the
I've
right
always loved
colors.
that. I've
Yeah,
always loved
that's
that.
that's, that's
Yeah,
very cool.
yeah.
So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about Axel Nobel and what you guys do? Just give us the whole big picture.
Absolutely. So AkzoNobel, we are the leading paints and coatings manufacturer globally. We're about 233 years old.
Wow.
So one of the longest running paints and coatings companies. And if there's a need for a paint coating, we have the solution,
Right.
right? We do everything. Headquartered in Amsterdam.
Oh,
Yep,
nice.
another based in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And then once we get to the Americas, where our North American headquarters is in Nashville. And
You
then,
pick nice cities.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Axel
Yeah.
always does it right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's no
I
joke
was
there.
gonna say.
And then another great city is we, as far as coil and extrusion, we are predominantly based out of Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
That's where I live
Beautiful.
and work
Nice.
from, and that's an awesome city too.
It is. It
Columbus
is.
is
I
very
love
cool.
it. I love Columbus.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
okay, so coatings. A
hmm
lot of times, I'm not sure everyone totally understands what are coil
It,
coatings. Let's explain that just a little bit.
Thank you for that question because it
Yeah.
is complex
Yeah.
and it is quite different from what we're all really used to when it comes to coatings, right?
Yeah.
We're used to dipping a brush in a bucket,
Right.
rolling on walls,
Yeah.
and there's
Spraying.
some really highly sophisticated products that are applied that way.
Right.
It just so happens that coil coatings are extremely special and it really comes down to the method of application, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a factory applied product. I'll hold up the backside for, but we're,
Right.
these coaters are coating metal, sheet
Yes.
metal, both sides with multiple layers simultaneously
Mm-hmm.
at a very high rate of speed. So the product to go through that process is quite sophisticated and needs to stand up to a lot of actions,
Right.
application actions that most other products don't go through. So,
Yeah.
so a very niche, product market,
Yeah.
but it's really, really
Very,
interesting.
very important in roofing right
Oh
now.
my, oh, it's
It's
huge.
one of the
It's huge.
largest
Absolutely.
growing segments. So as you're thinking about it, and most of you are like going, yeah, yeah, I know this. But when you get those big coils that come in and they go into the metal forming machines, they go into the
Oh,
sheet metal shops, that's what we're talking about. And they're coming
exactly.
with all those beautiful colors. That's where it's coming from.
Exactly.
So it's not just about color anymore. It is
Oh no.
about a lot of other things. And you have a little sample here to show us. What do you have going?
Yeah, no, I thank you for. So it isn't all about color. Of
Yeah.
course, paints, we sell color
Yes.
and we have just an infinite variety of colors. Customers tend to shop based on color, right? I
Yep.
mean, these
Yep.
are very long-standing products, 30, 40, 50 years or more.
Yeah.
So color is certainly a big part of it, but really it's the variety that we can provide these days off a coil coating line.
Yes.
That technology has grown significantly over the decades. But I'll show this first. This is something that we're exhibiting at our booth 234. And I only remembered that because it's a very easy number.
There, 234.
Booth
I love it.
234. Come see
Yeah.
us at booth 234. This is an example of our product versus competition.
Hmm.
Okay. And this comes directly out of our test fence,
Okay.
our weathering program,
Yeah.
which I am lucky enough to run.
That's cool.
And so we collect a lot of data from this program and we get to see, you know, how do we stack up against competition,
Right.
right? So this is our product on top, and we can see how the product here has faded much
Hmm.
more significantly, and there's chalking going on. And that comes down to product durability. Okay. So again, beautiful structures, beautiful colors, but the big deal is it going to be durable? Is it really going to
Right.
last? The decades that we have a warranty for and that we advertise, and
It
we're
needs
talking
to.
40 plus years.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is because that is the whole idea on metal roofs is the durability that you
Durability.
don't have to
Absolutely.
put it back on, you don't have to tear it off,
Yep.
it can keep going.
Absolutely.
And then all the different, and it's not just roofing, it's siding, it's all the architectural metals inside and out.
You got it.
It's really, and I think that's where this
Yeah.
is coming in. So we have another show and tell. I'll let
Yeah.
you show and tell that.
So I'll show and tell this. We love to show. Not only are we able to produce paints that a coil coater can apply with prints and different images, but we also have products that are able to produce texture
Right.
along with that image. So this is our Expressions product line. This would be our Ceramistar Expression. So this is a silicone modified polyester. And again, it has this beautiful wood grain look,
Yeah.
but we can feel the texture, right?
And there.
And this is actually out of our test fence in South Florida. This has
Ooh,
about seven
okay.
years of exposure,
No
which
way.
is
Wow.
equivalent to about 14 years
Yeah.
north of Jacksonville, Florida, and we can see just how well it performs.
Yeah.
The top part of the panel is covered,
Okay.
and the
And you
bottom
can't
two
even
thirds,
see the
and
difference.
the color, it lasts.
Yeah.
The gloss and the kind
Yeah.
of the sparkle you get from it after all that time in a harsh
It's
environment.
still there.
And so,
I'm gonna
and,
hold
and
this
so
up.
as you brought this up, this is translating very well into siding, right?
Yeah. To
So certainly
siding.
roofing, but
Yes.
siding, board and batten. A lot of roofing contractors are finding they have a whole new market now with
Board
the
and
siding.
batten is so
It's
popular.
huge.
It's
We
just
actually just installed
growing huge.
our whole lobby and our Columbus facility is board and batten.
I love board
Oh,
and
it's
batten.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is so cool. Wow. Well,
yeah.
thank you. And so, what is the feedback you're getting from contractors in the show when they come and see all this?
Well, they love it. I mean, without a doubt, this is a real world experience. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
examples, right? There's no refuting this. So they love it. They're blown away with our capabilities, not only the products but the solutions that we
Yeah.
can provide for our customers. And we'd be remiss to be in Florida and not mention our warranty. We have a very robust warranty. Again, 30, 40 years,
Yep.
depending on the product. But we have a no coastal setback on our
Wow. That's
warranty.
big. That's big.
It's big, right? So in the beautiful state of Florida, I think it has over 1,400 miles of coastline. We do not require a setback from the coastline, right? So
To
there's
get the warranty.
to get the warranty, right? So that
Wow.
opens up huge
That's
opportunities
great.
for our customers to
Yeah.
continue building right up to the coast.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so
So they love
cool.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very, very cool. Wow. Well, thank you so
Oh, it's a pleasure.
much.
Thank you
This
for having
is,
me. Yeah,
oh, thank
I
you.
love
This
doing
is,
this.
I love this stuff
Yeah,
and
I
it's
do
so
too.
great.
I could talk about this all
Yeah.
day long.
And you can find out all about this, about AkzoNobel and all of their new colors, their new profiles, their new patterns on their directory on Roofers Coffee Shop and on Coatings Coffee Shop. So be sure to check that out. Great stuff, and be talking to your sheet metal shops, asking them about this too. So
Yeah,
thank you
absolutely.
so much.
Thank you.
It's great.
It's
Thank
great
you
to be
all.
here.
We've got lots of